Hi guys, this is an introduction to juggling. I've been juggling now for about 6 months, maybe longer. I first started trying to juggle when I was about 15, I'm now 23. I started out with, I think they're called boing balls. They're kind of quite small circular ones, corrugated kind of rubbery fabric around the outside, they light up. They were actually too small, I realised, now that I'm older. I did some research. So I did actually try juggling with those. Managed to do a cascade very poorly and then gave up. So, but I got back into it again. So this is kind of a video for beginners because I'm a beginner myself. Well, this channel is going to be mainly for my juggling and other related activities. So the first balls I ever got were these ones. They're called Kluts. They came from a toy shop in Canterbury, which is called Hawkins Bazaar, but they have that, I know, around England. I don't know whether they have them in America or not, or around the world, but you could probably buy these online. I've used them so much they've actually got shiny parts on where the felt is it? I don't know what it is, kind of suede-y weird stuff has worn off. But these are really good for beginners because they've kind of filled with like a bean kind of material, sewn together, and they're kind of quite easy to juggle with. Yeah, they're quite easy to juggle with. They're quite heavy, which is, I think, is actually quite good because when you start juggling, your arms are going to ache if you're not used to doing that kind of thing with your arms. Your legs are going to hurt from picking up the balls all the time, but once you kind of get over that fact, it's actually really good fun, and you can learn some really cool tricks. So yeah, what I'd actually suggest buying first is some kind of cheap balls that if you drop they're not going to break, like these kind with, they don't have to be square, they can be circular, with beads or beads in. I do have another type which I bought later on, which are these. These are pretty inexpensive. I got these from a kind of, I don't know what you call it really, a hippie store. So the only problem with these is they're slightly different weights, so I wouldn't suggest them for a beginner. So yeah, that's what I'd suggest if you're just starting out. And then when you're a bit more kind of familiar, I would suggest getting something that is fun and that you're going to enjoy juggling, whether it's clear, not glass, clear ones, or these, which I love. And they actually have yo-ho on them, which I think is quite hilarious. Although it's worn off, you can probably just about sit on there. These actually light up, and you kind of press the button so many times and they go through a phase. You can stop the phase so that they stay one colour, and then you can get it so that it flashes and they actually turn into white lights when you juggle. It looks like you're juggling a lot of different balls when you're only juggling like 3. So far I can only juggle 3. I can do a few tricks, I'm still practicing, but I do find these harder to juggle with than I do, say, these. Especially when doing things like the reverse cascade and a half shower. But these look really cool in the dark. So when I practice, you'll probably see me in the dark most of the time because it's easier for you to keep track of the balls, I think, and kind of see what I'm doing. That's about it really. It's just kind of like a little introduction to juggling. If anyone needs any help, feel free to ask. One thing I keep in mind is when you're first learning, you're going to drop the balls. It's not going to come to you straight away. You do need to practice. I practiced everywhere. I used to take them with me. If I went to someone's house, I'd have a little bit of a practice. And they can tell me whether I'm getting any better or whether I'm getting any worse. So yeah, it's a pretty good thing to learn. It's different, not everyone can do it. And yeah, I've also I'm going to ask for some clubs for Christmas. so that I can learn how to do those. I'm also going to ask for some hoops so I can juggle some hoops. I've recently bought this, which is a contact ball, so that I can learn how to do contact juggling, which would be quite cool. It's actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I can't really master too many things apart from this. But like, I'm trying the butterfly at the moment, and it's actually quite a lot harder than I thought it would be. So on here would also be things like contact juggling, things like that. But I have got poi as well, but I'm not having so much fun with poi at the moment. I'm getting awfully tangled up and I'm hitting myself all the time. So I probably won't be doing any poi on this channel unless, like, alleluia, I finally get it. So yeah, this channel's mainly going to be for juggling and juggling related things. So yeah, hopefully that's kind of been informative about balls and kind of what ones you can get on the market. You can get all kinds of juggling things. You can even get some really cheap plastic ones if you know, you just want to make sure that you like it before you buy anything too expensive. So I'd start out cheap, and then if you like it, then go on and buy a few things that you think are going to be fun to juggle. Keep it up, keep doing it, don't give up, and yeah, hopefully good luck.